I'm DJ Alex Brown, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll be doing a podcast with a good friend of mine, Evan Rodriguez, better known as DJ Ominous, so we're going to switch to that right now. Hey, Evan, I see you have a friend with you here. Could you introduce him for us?
Yeah, so this is my friend Ethan Church. He actually does drumming for my live shows before COVID and all that good stuff.
So with that, I want to lead into the first question of the video that I have for Evan. Evan is more of a club DJ. I'm more of a mobile DJ. We both kind of go back and forth. Evan, you see a different side of the industry that's more club focused,
Yeah, so before COVID, I used to do Coliseum and Mezzo. I used to open up for those clubs all the time, and it was just a really fun thing to do, a little extra money on the side and get my name out there. And away from the clubs, I've been kind of doing my own live shows with my own original music, and that's at like venues rather than clubs. But before all that, it was kind of every weekend I was performing at the clubs, and when everything shut down, we had all those restrictions. There was no more clubs, no more anything. So I was kind of left jobless at that. Continued to do live, and I think a lot of DJs who were in the clubs are doing these Twitch live streams, and everyone has been getting into this live video stuff, which is just a different side of the music industry. And even big festivals like Tomorrowland, EDC, they've also been doing their own live things.
DJs have been, in some cases, pretty successful with the entire Twitch thing, but I just got an email from Twitch, I think it was last week, about how they're having a lot of DMCA takedowns of content because of, copyright stuff.
And that's something they didn't really have to face before. But now, like, I feel like almost every performer, this is what we have to turn to. And this is just something completely new and completely different.
I think something that can be added to that too. A lot of people on Twitch, whether they're a DJ or a gamer, they're playing top 40 hits in the background of their stream. And Twitch in that email basically said, don't do that. And the reality is that they're not broadcasting that for anybody. They just want to listen to music. Twitch is not getting the proper permissions from labels and stuff to actually have that content on there. Jeff Bezos, Amazon owns Twitch. He's been doing really good during this pandemic.
And it's like I said, it's not only DJs, it's a lot of performers out there. Like, if you're a live band, a singer, a musician, like, all we can really do is make music and put out our singles and EPs and hopefully get a few streams here and there, but it costs money, it takes time.
Evan, have you been introduced to BeatSource Link at all?
So I have heard of it. I'm not too familiar with it.
The VP of marketing reached out to me. I know I told you that pretty much right when he did, because I was like, whoa, somebody reached out to me.
Yep.
So I made a video about that, and any of the DJs who are watching this, I'd highly encourage you to check that out. There'll be a card. Yeah, that's where that's where it'll be. Basically, most DJ pools like DJ City and BPM Supreme operate within like this legal gray area because it's promo music, and a lot of like Travis Scott that gets pulled off of BPM Supreme. It's because I guess Sony has been cracking down on pools like that. Now, moving on to our next point, industry outlook. Let's chat about this. I think both of us have been through our tough times with everything getting shut down in March.
Yeah.
I can personally say I did not post on my pro Instagram page for probably 4 months because I just
even
ran out of
I've been
stuff.
inactive till today. The last post I did before today was the New Year's post of 2020. Isn't that crazy? In like January, yeah. That was just so. After that, I did a couple shows in February. And I remember right before lockdown and everything, like a week before then, I was supposed to talk to the people at Shrine Foxwoods, to see if I could land a gig there. But that meeting completely got thrown out the window. And just kind of like ruined some of my chances with that. But I'm tearing up. No, but like it kind of stinks because the industry shutting down. Even Coliseum, the club we usually play at, the club we love, they're having a hard time. Like, they opened the bar area for the downstairs, but now there's a curfew at 10 o'clock.
Right.
So no one's gonna want to come to the bar before 10 o'clock. It's kind of a lame hour, and people are kind of mad about it, and I hope that all these smaller clubs survive.
I'd say we definitely need to chat about that curfew because that really, really affects, the two of us with DJing specifically. The restaurants, the bars, they can be, open until 10. They're probably not going to have a DJ from 8 to 10.
Yeah.
People want nightlife, and people were going out
Yeah.
for sort of nightlife. In reality, it just can't really happen when we have a 10 p.m. curfew.
Yeah, I mean, like before COVID, the clubs open at 10. now,
Right.
now everything closes at 10.
Right.
Just kind of shows you the difference. And I mean, DJing, being the opening DJ, you start to notice that everyone starts dancing around the 12 o'clock mark. So like the midnight was like the sweet spot, that's when you get the people going.
Yeah.
But now it's just, there's none of that. There's like no dancing either. And that's kind of the thing. Like I watched all these videos. I'm like, man, I wish I could just dance with the crowd and stuff. Like I miss those times.
As far as going back to Instagram posts, you helped me with a wedding last December. The only reason I had anything to post for a few months from like February to like the end of March is because I finally got the pictures for that wedding, and I had, some service pictures to post. But
obviously, like the club scene, you get a lot more gigs, not as much money. But with these weddings, it's bigger money, but less of them. So how many weddings did you have planned before COVID, and how many of them fell through?
Well, I mean, so not only did I have weddings booked from as far out as 2, now almost 3 years ago, I had proms, I had sweet 16s, I had all that stuff booked. So I think I had 12 weddings set up for this summer. Every single one of those 12 that were in peak wedding season from, last 2 weeks of May to first week of September, like most of them were postponed.
But even that, like, look at like where we are now. Like, are those weddings actually going to come back? Because like even my parents, they were supposed to get married. It's 2020, but they're not really expecting to get married 2021, and they're not planning anything.
I have I'm at like probably 20 total weddings in 2021 right now. And, most of those are reschedules from 2020. There's a few new bookings. Definitely, like I've seen on Wedding Wire, the site traffic is down by 50%. So only 50% of people that would be looking to book a wedding are looking to book a wedding. That's just looking. How many people are actually booking? I have no inquiries for sweet 16s. Obviously, no inquiries for proms or school dances because they're not happening. And the reality is that I'm starting to have next year's weddings postponed. So for the people who already have something planned and have deposits, I think they're just going to postpone. I definitely think that next year, if everything goes good with the vaccine, and then we might see better wedding season, but it's definitely not going to be normal until 2021. Will it ever be normal again? Personally, I don't know. I mean, weddings seem pretty robust. Sweet 16s, parties like that, school dances.
It's like, what's going to be the new normal, because like one of my biggest fears is we're going to go back to playing shows. Like things are going to open up, but people are going to have the fear of going out. People are going to have the fear, not like tickets were hard selling already. Like this is going to be even more hard because people are still going to be afraid. They're going to be a little worried. Like people are kind of being more indoors now. So things are going to be different. Like we're not going to get those huge crowds that we're used to. And, that's just kind of the thing that we miss most. So it's one of those things. I mean, we would go to the club and we have friends like kind of kissing other girls and stuff and like that. Like now we're going to have to be dancing with masks and stuff, and it's not going to be the same.
For people like us, like you said, you're digging down into the production and, you're doing this new work with the band. Some people are going to take this and strive, and some people are going to take it and fail. It's kind of, and
that's kind of the thing. This is kind of a pause button, I feel, and like it's growing some room. Like I'm not 21 yet, but I feel like this little pause is like kind of like what was making me different from other DJs is I was young and I'm not able to book every show because of my age. But I think with this, it gives me a little time to grow. It gives me more time to produce music and put it out there and hopefully be able to make more connections. Now that I kind of know what we're doing and what we're dealing with, I'm trying to do more like new things, new genres of music, still more DJ stuff, but I want to do more things that are out of my style and focus on other projects as well. And that's why we started the band. So our band is called Afraid of Secrets. You can hit the link in your bio that you're going to put on. Follow our Instagram, Afraid of Secrets Band. And we're going to be posting a lot of live videos of us playing, like all those YouTube videos. We're going to have a SoundCloud page and put out an EP in 2021. But we're really excited about that. But that's also like the new, you know, the new regular, where it's just going to be all videos and stuff and all digital for now until we're able to play a show.
You know, adaptations, it obviously looks different for you than it does for me. And, you know, I applied for grants as a business in the state and was able to get some money to use for new advertising. But this kind of leads me into my next point, which is, you're in sort of a different class of business. I
mean, I wasn't able to apply for those grants or anything. Like, I got a little bit of unemployment for my day job. I'm still working my day job now. It's just a lot different. Have to wear a mask, you know. And I work at a restaurant, so it's all like takeout and stuff. And even there, like, it's only reservations, and you can only sit for a certain amount of time. I think they give you an hour, and then you have to leave to make room for the next reservations and stuff and everything. It used to, like, before the restaurant was like fast paced, it's extremely fast paced now.
Yeah. So did you actually apply for the self-employed unemployment?
Yeah. So I applied, obviously denied because most clubs like to pay you in cash and not through any checks or anything. So that was kind of the problem there. I had a few checks here and there from like mobile stuff I did, but I don't have enough gigs to be able to, you know, support myself through the mobile stuff. I think I only did like a wedding here and there, and it was just like private parties, but I don't like to do that. I love the club scene. I love performing. And right now, like, I feel like the only way to make money through the music industry is to be like a recording studio. And they're making a lot of money. I mean, for the past 4 years? Yeah, I think it's like 3 or 4 years. I've been working at a music studio called Railroad Park Recording Co. Shout out Railroad Park. That's where we're doing our recording for the band. It's where I recorded all my DJ Ominous stuff. I continue to work there. It's just awesome. Like, they're really good people.
So, Evan, before we wrap things up here, is there anything that you wanted to add?
I mean, not really. I think just share the support, share the love. All these people are kind of out of jobs, out of content and stuff. So just the support. If someone puts out some music, go hit their Instagram page, hit the like button, you know, share the love, because we really need it. And whatever people are trying to do, be open-minded. A lot of people are closed-minded, especially about music, and it's a fight for all these platforms. So share if you like it. Check it out, be open-minded. And yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. But shout out the Afraid of Secrets. Shout out Ethan Church Music. He's a dope-ass drummer. So give us a follow, and follow DJ Alex Brown, because he's dope as fuck too.
Evan, where can DJs who might want to see what you're doing find you?
So yeah, DJs, you guys can find me on Instagram at DJ_ominous. Follow my SoundCloud page and my Spotify page, and if you can like and share those, that would be great.
All right, thanks, Evan. So guys, if you want to stay in touch with what I do, you can follow my pro page on Instagram at DJ Alex Brown Pro. You can follow my personal Instagram at DJ Alex Brown. Evan, thank you so much for coming on today. Ethan, you as well.
Thank you.
Great having you guys. Hopefully we can do this again. To those watching the video, if you enjoyed this, make sure you leave a thumbs up. And Evan, would you like to tell them what button they should be clicking on my channel?
Yeah, put the subscribe button and click that like button. Share the love, spread the love. You know, we love you, so love us back.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That's going to wrap this one up. Peace out.
Hell yeah. Bye, guys.